Hello, my name is Jake. This is for computer-aided design final project. I believe this is ENGR1. I'll walk you through how to design a mug today. This is going to be similar, if not exactly, the final product we end up with today. Start by creating a new design. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to force the view to the top view, and I'm going to create a custom sketch. I'm going to select this plane, and I'm going to choose the size of my mug here. For this mug, I'm going to do, say, 90 millimeters tall and 45 wide. I'm choosing 45 here, that way it'll be 90 by 90. We're going to rotate it around the center axis here. We're going to click Finish Sketch, moving the view up here so we can see better. We're going to revolve around the center line here. That way we end up with a complete cone shape. So we have our profile selected already. We need to select our axis. Our axis is going to be the center axis here. Everything else is new body. It should be correct. I'm going to pan. This is our new shape. This is the beginning of our mug. Going back to our home view and selecting top view. Next, I'm going to start on the handle. So, from our top profile, this is actually the literal side profile of the mug. Going back to our top view here, we're going to create a new sketch. I'm going to select the plane corresponding to our top. Excuse me. I'm going to move our view back, and I'm going to create a fit point spline. This is going to represent our handle. I recommend that you start in just a little bit from the outside edge of the mug from this view, and that you do not extend past the top and bottom. You may if you wish to. It'll just it'll cause the mug to be hard to use. So I'm just going to choose a point that's in and near the top, somewhere that would be convenient as a handle. And I'm going to shape the handle here. You can choose any shape you want. I'm making kind of a funny shape just because I can make any shape that I want. When you're done, you're going to press the Enter button on your keyboard. This is going to be our finalized shape. If you'd like to adjust it, you can adjust it here. If you'd like to move points around, say I want to have a very funny shaped handle, you may move points around. This would be the best time to do it. I'm going to click Finish Sketch. And next I'm going to construct a plane along path. And I'm going to select our path. Here you can see that it gives us the option of the plane. We can put the plane anywhere we like. We're going to move it all the way to the very beginning. Press OK. For the next step, we're going to create a sketch along this new plane. This plane is going to follow that shape we created earlier for the handle. You can choose a rectangle, a square, or a circle. If you'd like to make a custom shape, you can also fit point spline a custom shape for your handle. Say you want an oval, you could create an oval. I'm going to stay simple and create a center diameter circle, and choose the center of our plane. I'm going to make the handle 8 millimeters around, and I'm going to finish the sketch. For this next step, I'm going to go into our Create menu, and I'm going to sweep. This is going to create a three-dimensional shape both along our path that we created for the handle shape and this plane. I'm going to select our object, this profile that we created earlier, Mine was the 8mm circle. I'm going to go to our sweep console and I'm going to select our sweep path. By default, the operation is set to cut, so it's going to remove material here and here. There's no material here to remove right now, so it won't do anything. I would like to create a new body, and I'm going to keep it perpendicular. If I were to set it to parallel, the handle wouldn't be possible. It just isn't. So I'm going to keep it perpendicular to the path of our sweep and press OK. You can see our mug is coming along. Unfortunately, it can't hold any liquids right now. To make our mug hold liquids, I'm going to create a new sketch, and I'm going to select the front plane. Make sure that you select it from the direction you would like the mug to be open. For example, if this is the top, or if this is the top, you'd want to select the side that you believe should be open. I'm going to select this side, and I'm going to center diameter circle, make sure that I'm centered. And I already know that earlier I made a radius of 45. So if I made a radius of 45 again, I would have my diameter of 90. I'm going to go in 10. Actually, I'm going to go in 8. So the difference between 8 and 90 is going to be 88. I'm going to press enter. And now we have our circle with our 2mm thick wall. I'm going to press finish sketch, and I'm going to extrude the mug. I'm going to change the view here by pressing shift and middle mouse wheel, so that way I can easily see the side. We already have our profile selected and our profile plane selected. I'm going to have our distance set to 88 millimeters, 88.00 millimeters. That will leave us with a bottom face that is also 2 millimeters thick. I'm going to press OK. And as it was already set to the hole command, we now have a mug with wall thicknesses that are 2 millimeters. If you'd like your walls to be a little bit thicker, for example, I'm going to go back to the sketch. Said I'm going to go back to the sketch. There we go. I'm going to change this wall thickness to be 10 millimeters thick. That way it matches our handle. Finish sketch. It's gone back and it's updated our wall thickness to be 10 millimeters thick. Here's our completed mug. If you would like to have 3D printed this, you can always go over to Utilities and Make. In the Make menu, you can export as a STL, 3MF, or object file. Most slicers will take an STL file. And congratulations, you have your mug. Thank you for watching. This is Jake. It's part of my final exam project presentation for Engineering 1.